Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. It's Double Video Saturday! Yay! I just realized because of where my light is, it's like shining really bright on this, so I'm gonna start again. Is that better? It is washing me out a lot. Let's try. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Hi! Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. How we going, everybody? Is it it's a, oh God, what is this called? Poncho. Can't be sad in a poncho. Okay. Oh, the dogs are up. That's from the Mighty Boosh, for anyone who remembers. I love Mighty Boosh. It was my jam. I didn't watch it when it was on TV, and someone told me about it, and then I loved it after that. And I saw Noel Fielding once, and went with a friend of mine. And we went to it was in Brisbane, and there was this David Lynch exhibition on at the same time at Goma, and so we went there, and like she's a real art teacher, not like me. And she took her, like, she would stay in the gallery for hours, and I went, and I'm like, yep, had a look, all right, like still a fair amount of time, but just not as long as her. Anyway, so I left, and the David Lynch exhibition also had like a theatre, and she went to the theatre, and she was watching something, and she started crying, but all the Mighty Boosh people, except for Harold, because it was based on the new show. What was that one called again? Oh my God, I can't remember it. I'll have to find it because but the new one that just had like Vince, but it wasn't Vince, sorry. It was what's his name? I said it before. Noel Fielding and the brother, the guy who played Andy Warhol and that sort of thing. And they were in the theatre at the same time, and I was like kicking myself, like, why can't I stay longer at an art gallery? But she was like, they were laughing at me when I was crying, so I hate them now. And then she just hated them after that. So it was a bit of a bummer for her. I didn't realize how much it affected her. We're not friends anymore, but weird. Anyway, here we are. Tangent and a half there. Yeah, here we are. I think I was a bit too kind in my last episode with this man because he's gross. Very conservative. Gave his life to God last year. And I found this thing, which is called the Rants of Izzo. And I'm going to give you some trigger warnings here. So there's going to be transphobia, definitely, probably. I'm going to say there probably might be some general prejudice. And if he does say anything that's really offensive, I will not include it because there's no way that I'm going to be platforming hate speech on my channel. And yeah, but I did think it was important because I spoke about him quite respectfully, and probably gave him the benefit of the doubt of, like, he could be a good person, he's doing this, that, and the other, he sounds like he has good intentions for his team, etc., etc. But, it just does seem like he's not a very good person with very conservative read, aka conspiracies and QAnon and Trumping and blah blah blah. So let's see how angry this makes me. Yeah. If it makes me too angry, I'm gonna stop. So there's no use, he's gonna be ignorant no matter what. Even if it's just me, a dumb Australian, sitting in my bedroom on a Saturday night. Like, all right. Wish me luck. And like I said, really respect your own points of view. And if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. The other thing, I went to his Facebook and he had a couple of videos about Chelsea, CC Suarez, and because she didn't want to debate him live, he's like, you backed out, you bitched out, da 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 da. And it's like, she's got more to worry about than you, mate. Like her platform, which she's cultivated and grown and she takes care of, you know, it's not important to a brand. And, it's like, yeah, it's important to, talk to people but not at any cost, And especially I can understand because I wouldn't debate him live either if he's going to be saying the T slur or anything like that. So, because in a stream you can't bleep it, you can't protect people. So, okay, let's go.
God, I keep getting like muggy over here.
So it's horrible outside too.
And now I'm cold with the fan.
You're in a 3-piece suit. That might affect your warmth.
Yeah, I went for my walk again today.
Good. Haven't done mine yet.
Great. This is really interesting. What a start.
My water tastes funny.
What is happening? They're not even really talking to each other and he's looking down. Do you want to get it together before you press the start button?
Does it really? Like a clown?
Kind of like an elephant ass.
Okay. I just picture you just behind a giant big...
Yeah. Now that I know your brain works in pictures, I'm going to give you a lot of good visuals.
Bad, dude. No, please don't.
What am I watching right now? This is just cream. I'm just frozen in surprise. What? I'm very confused. Confusion.
I'm gonna really paint it. I'm gonna paint the Sistine Chapel for you. You know what I mean?
Hi guys, Missy, Sarah, Bev, Linda, Steph, Anthony, legally curated, Brad H. All right, cool.
Hi, all right, great. Yeah, I know Super Dave experience. Bad visual to join to. Get your face in the ass of an elephant. Do it. Do it now.
Yeah, all right, 2 minutes.
I heard it's moisturizing.
Okay, so this is obviously like joining time, but you could have a screen, not awkward conversation. And Dominick Izzo on the side reading out names. And she said, yeah, hi. What what is happening? I'm very confused. This is the first video of theirs I've watched. I've watched his videos before, obviously. I'm very thankful that the sound isn't louder than the voices.
You know.
Can I tell you something I started doing 2 weeks ago? And honestly, I've seen a fucking noticeable difference.
What's that?
So I use not cocoa butter, coconut oil on my beard. Because why the hell would I sit there and go, I gotta put this on live now. Why would I go spend on beard oil when coconut oil, and some people even advocate olive oil and shit. Now I'm Italian, but I'm not that Italian. Anyways, coconut oil doesn't stay that oily for long, right?
Oh, that's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Put it on my face.
Me too.
Every
Like
night as I'm watching TV, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I don't look fucking as old as I normally do.
Okay.
That's some shit, man.
Wrong.
That's some shit.
I mean, I'm sure it's clogging some pores. It's non-comedogenic, even though it's natural. It might not be dermatologist recommended unless it's
I just need to go back.
Okay. I just picture you just behind a giant big...
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know Super Dave experience. Bad visual to join to. Get your face.
Sorry, everyone. Oh my god, this is very annoying. I gotta go.
I gotta put this on live now.
Because I think it was the F slur.
Why would I go spend on beard oil when
sure
coconut oil, and some people even advocate olive oil and shit. Now I'm Italian, but I'm not that Italian. Anyways, coconut oil doesn't stay that oily for long, right?
Oh, that's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Put it on my face. Every night as I'm watching TV, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I don't look fucking as old as I normally do.
Okay.
That's some shit, man. That's some shit.
I mean,
Okay. Yep. Let's have a look. 2 minutes 23. That's where I need to bleep something. Just had to get me our trusty pen. That's some weird, like, oh god. People are allowed to do skincare without their sexuality being, talked about. She don't care, obviously.
Sure, it's clogging some pores. It's non-comedogenic, even though it's natural. It might not be dermatologist recommended unless
Coconut oil is pretty good for your hair and skin. It's in most things that go on them.
it's like the cold pressed kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, whatever. I just put straight lard. That seems to do the wonders for me. I eat straight lard.
30 seconds left.
That's the problem.
Randall Flag, what's going on? You know who? Super Dave. You guys walked into this Heidi T. How are you? Yeah.
You entered and now you're stuck.
Oh my god, why did they broadcast this?
It's like the Chinese finger trap. You can't get out. You're stuck with us. Come in. Die together.
She's a total natural on screen. What is it? I just am confused. Oh, thank you.
I gotta push this fucking button. I'll shut him down out of it.
If you can find it, I've heard you have difficulties.
Oh, yay. Double entendres. Woo! Because, if you're just tuning in and listening, his little thing down the bottom says rants of Izzo, piratecigar.com. He must have a code that rolls, and it's the rants of Izzo and the number, call in or text, and it says politics to porn. That's a pathway, I suppose.
I can find the fucking clit.
Only if it's a French fry.
Dominick Izzo. Common Sense Ashley. This is the rants
Oh my
of
God.
Izzo.
Open the show. I can't. Open the show.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is the Rants of Izzo. We are here every day, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 Central, 7 Eastern.
What?
This is a show where we talk about everything from puppies
We changed it
to
back.
politics
We changed
and
it back.
sometimes pornography.
Oh my God. Why are
I'm
you
Common Sense
so...
Ashley, and over there is Dominick
Hi.
Izzo.
How are you? Why are you so obsessed with the French fry clit shit? Why?
You made me.
Yeah.
And also, I might give you accolades.
Okay, go ahead.
I was having a construction worker over. My husband was present. Somehow the conversation turned into
Clitorises?
what size gauge you can stick in your ass.
Okay, can I ask? That was a construction worker who was working for you today?
Sure.
And you allowed this conversation? Because I can't picture you allowing that. You're too much of a prude.
It was a friend, my husband's best friend,
Okay.
in a comedic back and forth banter.
Okay, I'm with you.
And they call each other gay all the time. And I was like, well, let's just see who really fits the bill. What size gauge you using these days? I said that.
Yeah, and what was the answer?
What the fuck is this? Are you fucking... Do they have an audience? My brain... It hurts. It hurts. Common Sense Ashley, for some reason. Sounds real healthy. He's the friends who call each other gay. I don't know that people talk about the gauges of the size that is involved in anal sex. There you go. Didn't think I'd ever say that on my channel.
And my husband looks at me, he goes, you never would have known what that was until Dominick started talking about ass stuff. I was like, fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, 70 gauge is pretty
Ew.
big. It's like that.
Oh my God. What?
Because I
What?
base it off of the Asylum 13 cigar.
Oh, okay. So, like, for butt plugs, obviously. Great. Great. We're on butt plugs. Okay. What has this got to do with politics? To porn? I mean, we're on the porn scale, but I don't understand. Well, who was the market for this conversation?
That's why. So I used to smoke Asylum 13s. They were 6 by 60, right? The 60 ring gauge is the fat ones, and I like the fat ones. I
Little
went
Bill
down,
Clinton action. I
I
hear you.
went down to like 54 for a while, but I'm back at 60s. That's what I like. For anybody who likes the cigar, piratecigar.com, promo code Izzo. With the Izzo Maduro, we have a 60 by 7.
Smoke them if you got them.
Piratecigar.com.
You really support drug users, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yep. Conservative people love people who, drug users.
Promo code Izzo Jen will give you a discount. And then when I walked into a cigar shop in Chicago, like before the pandemic, and this guy was in there. He looked like he had a giant black cock in his mouth. It was like he was sucking on the microphone. Oh! And it was a Asylum 13 70 ring gauge, and it was so big. I don't know how people can inhale.
What's the
drug.
inch on that? Like, what's a 70
I mean, it's
gauge?
literally
Like,
it's 70. It's like this big.
is it like an inch?
I don't. I mean,
Half an
70
inch?
gauge. I would say probably an inch diameter.
Like width?
The diameter. No, that's circumference diameter. So from circle edge to
You need
circle
the
edge.
width.
Yeah, that's
Width.
diameter.
Yeah, but no one knows what gauges are if you don't smoke.
An inch. It's at least an inch.
Okay, an inch.
That's a
Thank
big.
you.
It's a
An
big
inch.
thing to put in your mouth.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yes.
I mean,
All in his mouth.
Maybe I'm
mean,
wasting my time
sure.
here.
that's yeah. Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be be accused of being taking his conversation out of context.
Let's talk about them.
Wasn't expecting that. Ew, you disgusting woman. Hateful, disgusting woman. How dare you? Oof. I'm sorry. I'm going to blur that. I'm going to beep it. It was the T-slur. And she said, T-slur, what about him? Or something like that. I can't remember.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Actually, not. People confused about their gender. Yeah?
Yeah, okay, right.
Okay,
That's what,
okay.
The obsession with the
Hear me out.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hear me out. I had a conversation with a friend of mine today, and I was kind of marinating on this idea. And during the conversation, it came up, and I want to share it with.
So he is actually looking a little bit hesitant in this conversation, but she brought it up, and I am going to wince every time I hear it because it's gross. You know, like I watched early seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, and you know, they used to use some of the slurs, like you've got you know what male, and they took it out, and I could see how he uses it. And RuPaul's even got a song called T-Slur Chaser, which is, it's a bop. I love that song. But it's a reclaimed slur when somebody who has gender differences uses it. Not when she does, though.
The audience, because this is my concern. If you have biological males being born transitioning to females, okay? So they start taking estrogen and female hormones, right? So they completely demasculate themselves, okay? You with me?
They weren't masculine to start with. It's not anything that can be scientifically proven, okay? They've always felt like a woman, and that's why they transition for most people. Detransitioners have a slightly different story, but those people are minimal, and a lot of detransitioners happen because they run out of money, because America's healthcare system is very expensive if you do not have insurance. Some people detransition from pressure from their family, religion, things like that. So you're going into this with a bad faith argument to start with, but we'll see where she goes here.
Now, you take a biological female, they want to be a boy. So they start taking the hormones to become a boy, the testosterone and all the stuff to switch them up.
Can I pause for 1 second? I want to caveat with this testosterone stuff. People don't understand how dangerous that shit is. Unsupervised. I've been on testosterone for the last 7 years, and 4 weeks ago, I've always been on low dosages, right? So, I mean, I've done like 250 a week, 250 milligrams a week. Normal doctor prescribed testosterone is about 100 milligrams a week. And then they'll balance it out with something called HCG.
Do we know how much they give to like teenage
Well, there's my point.
biological girls?
This is what I want to say. So I'm a 47-year-old man whose normal testosterone on nothing is extremely low. Extremely low. So I thought, you know what? For the last 3 months, I ran it moderate. 300 milligrams per week. I broke that up into 3 injections. Now, bodybuilders will do 500 a week, and then they'll add in some other compounds. So it's pretty extreme. I felt like shit. I bloated. I have pictures of me, a lot of water weight, very heavy set, ate like shit because I constantly craved bad foods. Libido was through the roof, which was distracting. My mindset outside of everything else was apathetic. I don't care, this and that. 4 weeks ago, I dropped it. I said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going on to 125. Oh my God. It was literally, now it takes a while, but probably within a week and a half, the bloat went away. The water retention went away. The mood, I actually like people. I was enjoying my day, and I was a million times more productive during the afternoon. So my point is that's for a man. I took a hormone that is mine.
Yes.
Women produce testosterone as well. And you're not a professional, and everybody's different. So how much testosterone they take is between their doctor and themselves. It has nothing to do with you. No matter what your testimonial is about your dosage. You're an older male, so testosterone may vary, you know. Why are you taking testosterone? That's weird. I don't I don't actually know why a man would be. I know like bodybuilders do it for reasons to build their body. Anyway, let's see where they're going with this. But again, it's bad face.
Can you imagine a woman or a boy taking those hormones at their age? So you take a boy who's...
They can't start them until they're a little bit older, okay? No one's starting them when they're too young.
Hormone is normally high.
They have puberty blockers, which just delay puberty. If they then decide not to transition, no worries. Stop the puberty blockers, go through normal puberty. Alternatively, take the estrogen or testosterone, and the puberty is in the gender, is in the sex that they feel inside.
Testosterone, very raging high, and then you want to shut it off and put estrogen in there? If that fucked with my head in that way, what's it going to do with theirs?
And you don't know what happens, because I am sure that it's not like that. It is like building up doses. But you don't know that because you're just doing it on your own testimonial.
So go ahead.
Correct. Okay, so this is actually going to be a little bit of a sidestep for everyone. So hang in there with the thought process. When you start mixing the biological with hormones of the opposite sex to make them the opposite sex because that's who they resonate with, that's who they...
That's not an appropriate word. They don't resonate with it. That is their inner sex. That's who they are. That's their brain. Their body is just born a little bit different. And we have medication that can help them match their body to their brain. It's not about resonating. Wrong word.
Feel like they are.
How would they know?
People who are trans have reported knowing from as early as being 4 and 5 years old. And some parents who are open to that, let them do the things that they are allowed to, which they can do at that age, like cutting their hair if they're a girl, or letting them dress neutrally, whatever. Because there are parents who listen to the kids. Kids know. Okay? It's the way I explain it to young people, because we do have some kids at my school who are trans or non-binary, questioning, thinking about what it all means. And there are some ignorant kids, and I'm like, you know how you just know that you like girls, or you just know that you're okay with being a boy. You just know. And so do they. It's exactly the same. You don't have to overthink it.
Hold on, because this is going to get complicated. Like it's kind of like a mental gymnastics thing, but I think it's a real concern, and we really need to consider the health and well-being of our country, not just mentally, but if we were to go to war, okay, and who do you put on the front lines to protect your country, to protect those that are not as able-bodied?
You've vilified white men. You've made the black community feel like this country hates them, so why should they fight for them? And then you've effeminated the rest of them. You alienated the Asians.
Okay, this is real basic. Who goes to the front line first? Men.
And
what do those men typically?
The army. Whoever's in the army, and there's men and women in the army. This is a dumb argument because, like, America is actively involved in sending troops all over the world, men and women. What the
represent?
Warriors, fucking warriors who are gonna sit there and storm the castle and shoot old Jerry or those yellow Japs down. It's World War II reference. Yellow Japs down, and then we gotta go over to Vietnam, and we're gonna go the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and those little yellow bastards are gonna dig up from one side of a tunnel under another because Charlie's in the bush waiting for us. We're gonna smoke those fuckers out. Something like that.
Yeah, cool. So now we hypothetically are going to be in a situation where we need to have those warriors up front. Well, turn around. Look at your fellow American.
Eyes every now
Where
and then
are the masculine males?
You have to be fucking kidding me, right? What are the percentages of trans men and trans women in America? Like, what's the percentage? I have to check now. Okay, because this is fucking ridiculous. Like, that's your concern about trans people? This is so dumb. Oh my god. We won't have enough people to defend America because of the trans. Oh my god. That is so dumb. This is so dumb. You're dumb. Percentage trans America. How many adults and youth identify as transgender in the America? How many is the percentage though? Percentage of where did that go? Whoop. I don't know where. I just pressed the wrong thing, so I'm like, what? Percentages of Oh, how do I get to the next thing? Sorry, everyone, you can't see my iPad screen that I'm looking at, but executive summary. So, over 1.6 million adults and youth identify as transgender in the United States, or 0.6 of those aged 13 and older. Among US adults, 0.05, about 1.3 million adults identify as transgender. Among youth, 13 to 17 in the US, 1.4 identify as transgender. Of the 13 million adults, as the 1.3 million adults who identify as transgender, 38.5 are transgender women and 35.9 are transgender men, and 25.6 report that they are gender non-conforming. Adults. 0.5. 0.5 people, adults, identify as transgender in America. There may be some in the army, but I think you're going to be okay. Fucking hell. I'll put that in. So that's from the UCLA School of Law Williams Institute. I'll put the link to that in the bio. Oh, I just went too far. Sorry.
During the afternoon. So
I protect those that are not as able-bodied.
Vilified white men. You've made the black community feel like this country hates them, so why should they fight for them? And then you've effeminated the rest of them. You alienated the Asians.
Okay, this is real basic. Who goes to the front line first? Men. And what do those men typically?
Ho Chi Minh Trail, and those little yellow bastards are gonna dig up from one side of a tunnel under another because Charlie's in the bush waiting for us. We're gonna smoke those fuckers out.
Yeah, Cool. So now we hypothetically are going to be in a situation where we need to have those warriors up front. Well, turn around. Look at your fellow American. Where are the masculine males? Okay. Where are they? Where are they? Because the biological boys who want to become girls, any chance they had to be strong masculine men, they wiped it out. They're less than beta boys. Okay. The female,
because they're not boys anymore. They're trans women. Trans women are women. Trans women are women. Oh my God, this woman. 0.05 people, 0.05 are eligible to fight in the army. And there are women who fight in the army too.
Biological female who wants to become a man, who wants to play pretend and pretend she is the man.
Trans men are men. Somebody who was biologically a woman and transitions to be a man is men. Thank you.
Well, she is weak. She physiologically fit.
Please stop misgendering people.
It is not in her makeup to be the strong person that a biological male is.
Fuck off. Are you kidding me? Women aren't strong. Women aren't strong. Ooh, this type of woman. Why? Why do they do this shit? Like, is it a some sort of skit for them? You know, I'm gonna play, or it's gross.
Meant to be. You have a female pretending to be a man. That
they are a man.
That is not a man. That is not somebody that.
I dare you to look at a lineup of trans men. The YouTubers I watch, you know, you won't pick them out. You will never pick them out.
It's going to protect the weak. That's a female.
No,
they can fight, but it's not your male.
Try to fucking justify it and stuff. That's just the two. Is thank God men are kind of stupid and simple in some ways. Of hey, here's the objective: win the war. That's why I don't really want a female president in office.
We hypothetically get ourselves in a situation where we need to put our strongest, most capable.
Okay, so that's the responsibility of the fucking president. Like, do you actually care, or do you just want to malign trans people? I think it's the second one. You want this to happen so that you can say, "Oh my God, think of us. No one will protect me. No one's going to protect you." Honestly, this type of person doesn't deserve any sort of sympathy for, you know, siding with somebody who has just said that you wouldn't be a good president because you're a woman.
Ooh. Warriors up front. And we don't have anybody.
No.
And China?
Oh!
Do you want... Oh, God, they're going to be racist now. This is disrespecting the people who are in the armed services right now. Because they are defending you, you idiots. They do defend you. Men and women defend you.
Russia?
Stop. China's going to destroy us.
Laughing all the way to world domination.
China's going to destroy us if they go to war with us. It's you ever see any of the Chinese military people? Are those?
Have you not heard what they're making their military men do?
Probably.
I mean, they completely are saying you are not allowed to play video games. You are not allowed to do anything but.
I don't believe anything this woman says.
Strength train.
War.
Do male dominant performance sports. You are in the country of China. It has been documented as of recent months.
Have we got a source there? You got a source for us?
that they are praising the masculinity of their country.
When you brainwash that, do you remember the Japanese kamikaze pilots?
Kamikaze?
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what? You're gonna get a good death. Did you ever see the movie The Last Samurai?
Like Afghanistan, or no? Who the frick were the?
Yeah, you get
ISIS,
72 virgins.
warriors.
72
ISIS
virgins. Right. You're dying for a noble cause. See, the difference between those other people from other countries and ours is we don't have too many people who will die for the noble cause of our country anymore. And those.
Are you kidding? Oh my God. Again, Dominic. You're shitting on cops who you're supposed to love. I don't love cops. You're shitting on the armed services who already do it. You're shitting on heaps of people who risk their lives, people who work in hospitals, people who work through COVID. Heaps of people risk their lives to keep America great. These two people are fucking disgusting.
People are made to sound like traitors. Now it's, you know what I want to see? I want to see all these social justice warriors go to China where they eat your fucking dog and there's not too many black people out there. Let's go see how you go change that country.
What? What does black people in China have to do with anything? And that's racist? Okay. People say that just to be fucking gross about, like, because we put value on dogs. Do you know what? In times of famine in Russia, was it Russia or Yugoslavia? I don't know. Whenever there's been famine, guess who goes? The dogs, unfortunately. You know, it happens. Some people eat horse. I can't imagine eating horse. In my country, people eat crocodile. I don't like it. And kangaroo. My dogs don't like it. Like, who cares? I don't want anyone to eat dogs, but he's just using it to be racist.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's interesting that, you know, while we're over here trying to be woke and progressive.
You're not trying to be woke and progressive. You're anti-woke and progressive. You just misgendered trans people and are blaming them for the future downfall of America somehow? Because they're the only ones who are going to be on the front lines while the army is where? This doesn't make fucking sense. I'm getting angry.
And accepting everybody and just, you know, live and let live. We're completely annihilating our strength and our ability to be the number one country in the world. We're completely annihilating it from the inside. From the inside. We don't even need an outside source. We're doing it ourselves.
No, you have to think it's the greatest way to wind up destroying America is from the inside out. Yes.
We're so stupid.
Yeah, that's why it's like, you know what? Just let it happen. Just let it. I want to go out the blaze of glory. And you ever see Platoon when he's like, it's just the.
Everything's like movie quotes with him. He's got no original thoughts. Yeah, okay. Guess who's going to take down America? It's these people like these fucking idiots, okay, who rile people up for no reason. Trans people don't want anything except to live a life that doesn't involve them getting fucking harassed, getting called the name that they changed it to, and not being misgendered. They don't want world domination, okay? It's very simple. But these people want to say, oh, they want all these rights. Yeah, the same rights as you because they deserve them.
I was thinking cocoon.
No, wow.
Put me in a cocoon and drop me in the pool. I don't know. I'm good.
All right.
I'll hatch when I want to hatch.
It's me from like about half an hour later. And I was like looking at the video. I'm dyeing my hair right now, so it's not really dye, it's conditioner. It's like I don't know if you can see it. It's like Kerastase. Oh my god. It's like can you see Color conditioner, silver blue. Anyway, you just add it to your hair and it slowly gets that color. yeah, I stopped it at that point because I did watch a little bit more, and it was just about his dating life, and I don't know, it just felt so pointless. Like, I wasn't getting any value out of it as a creator, and it just made me feel uncomfortable. I didn't watch it on his channel. I downloaded it from a third party thing, so he didn't get my watch or anything. But it's just really strange in tandem with all the anti-MLM stuff. Obviously, his little buddy is gross as well, transphobic, It's on his channel. It says the rants of Izzo with this other common sense chick who, wants to be wants to be seen as less than a man. She's happy like that, apparently. Let's get the ends, hey? Yeah, I am disgusted. It is a very easy not to be transphobic. Just, it actually has nothing to do with you. And if there's anyone in my subscribers who disagrees with that, then please click the unsubscribe button. Trans women are women, trans men are men, non-binary people are non-binary. We respect pronouns, we respect names, we do not dead name, and we respect the journey. We don't use slurs, we don't use the N slur, we don't use the R slur, we don't use the F slur, we don't use the T slur. Yeah, we won't be doing it, okay? I think that, it just seems like he's got his little fingers out in so many different pies because he's got his Wang Chung thing, obviously. So obviously he doesn't care about other cultures because he said that the Chinese ate dogs. Okay, you can't have respect for a culture if you're just gonna, perpetuate that stereotype. And yeah, I found it really gross and uncomfortable. I don't know if it's gonna do any good as a video, but ladies in his downline, ladies in his life, that's how he feels about women. You can't be presidents. You can't be in the army. All right. And, I think that whole thing was so disrespectful towards the armed forces. Now, I may not be a cop fan, but I am very respectful of our armed forces. I'm very passionate about World War II history, as well as celebrating our Anzacs in Australia, who first fought for the nation in 1914 and went to Gallipoli and were annihilated in Gallipoli. And it is one of our, quintessential Australian events in our history. And, this man and this woman are like, oh, well, everybody's going to leave us to be attacked by the Chinese and the Russians, and we'll have to depend on trans people to defend us. That's the argument we're having right now. Are you joking? It is so dumb. It does not warrant any more thinking about. It's just stupid. It's just the ultimate straw man. That situation would never happen. As I said, there are statistics on how many transgender people are about, and sorry, just dropped my hair on the ground because I'm going to sweep it up. Yeah, 0.05 is adults. That's how many trans adults are out there, okay? 0.05. I don't think you have to worry about trans people. What you should be worrying about is all the people who maybe stormed the Capitol at the beginning of... Was it the beginning of this year? I think it was. I think it was the beginning of this year. God, that feels like so long ago. You know, I think... Sorry if that came through on the speaker. I think they're both very disgusting, gross humans. Ignorant, prejudiced, transphobic, racist, sexist. Oh, damn, we're hitting all of them today. Fat phobic on Dominick's side there. Can't have a fat chick. Dude, although you may be a little bit muscular, you're not thin, okay? And it's not an ad hominem attack. It's his description, okay? He's a big guy. He's bulky. Yeah, it might be muscle, but it looks big from the outside, you know? He's not going to care what I think because I'm a middle-aged fat woman who hasn't gone through menopause and apparently is going to go crazy. I'm already crazy, bitch. Look at me. But also that I want children and want to get married. Look, if I get married, I highly doubt I will. But if that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I don't care. I am happy who I am right now. I earn my own money. I have dogs who love me and are very naughty, but I love them too. And yeah, now I look bald. This is why I could never like really shave my head for Shave for a Cure. Anyway, that's my commentary. I honestly don't know how this video will go over, but you know, I wanted to give it another go because I think I was far too kind in my first video about him, and he's a gross human. So I think I'm not going to revisit him. Someone like that, their ignorance is not going to change. It doesn't matter, you know? And hopefully if there's someone out there who's in his downline who's been treated like rubbish because they a woman, they might be gay, they might be a different race, whatever. And I hope that they can see that he isn't, even if he is this magical, loving upline who tells them the truth, that they can see through it and know that he is, at heart, a very prejudiced man. And that girl, that woman, I hope she lives the life that she deserves because we all get what we deserve in the end. Okay, thanks if you've been here for this wild ride of my wide eyes and a almost constant sneer. Oh, this was a weird video. I'm gonna leave this in my hair for a bit and go for a shower. Okay, have a good one, everybody. Please like and subscribe if you're feeling it, and if you're not, more anti-MLM content coming back at ya. Alright, goodbye.